Reuben here for TechAttack.my. Today we're here at Kuala Lumpur Convention Center for the launch of the vivo X5Pro. But not only that, Vivo itself is also launching its brand right here in Malaysia. So Vivo actually registered their brand in 2008 in China, and since then, I believe in 2012 is when they start to sell the phones. They actually started their global expansion in 2014, which is last year. The Facebook page for Vivo Malaysia was actually already up in May of last year. By the end of 2014, they have about 7 devices that are already on sale here in Malaysia. And the global expansion includes countries like Thailand, Myanmar, India, Indonesia. So today is the day that Vivo officially launches its presence here in Malaysia, alongside the X5 Pro, of course. And actually, earlier this year, in March of 2015, they also released the X5 Max. It's a 5.5-inch smartphone, and the X5 Pro is actually a smaller one, a more mainstream size of 5.2 inches. Let's just go through the exterior of the device first. So it's a 5.28-inch display, 1080p, capacitive touch display at the bottom, the earpiece, front-facing camera. The device is actually very, very thin. It's only 6.44 millimeters. It has that metallic look on the perimeter, on the sides. So over here as well, you got the power button, the volume rocker, and the slot. The slot is actually for dual SIM, but you can use the SIM 2 slot for the micro SD card that can go up to 128 gigabytes of storage. We have the 5.2-inch display I mentioned earlier. It has 1080p, but this is not LCD we're talking about here. This is Super AMOLED display. So it is protected by the Gorilla Glass 3 on the front, and they call this the 2.5D glass because I don't know if you can see this, but if I shine light through it, the corner actually, it curves to wrap around the edges, kind of like a water with that surface tension thing going on. So even at the back, you have the same 2.5D glass, but unfortunately, the back panel, which is also glass, it's not made out of Gorilla Glass 3. You might need a case for it. At first glance, you can tell it's not like stock Android. So this is running on the FunTouch OS, currently at version 2.1, which is based off of Android 5.0 Lollipop. You can check out what version it is. It's 5.0.2 Android. The one I mentioned earlier, the Vivo X5 Max, runs on the same processor. So it's a Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor clocked in at 1.5 gigahertz. So it's the same processor, except that is 5.5 inch and this is a smaller one. Just to let you know, it has 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage. Anyway, it's a new device, so it feels pretty smooth. It has 4G LTE support. It supports the Malaysian frequencies, 1800, 2100, 2600 megahertz. The Vivo touted that the audio is powered by the Asahi Kasei micro devices audio chip, particularly the AK4375. So it's supposed to have a very nice audio going on right there. Even though it's 6.4 millimeters thin, it is powered by a 2450 milliamp hour battery. The last thing I want to talk about is, of course, the camera. We have a 13 megapixel shooter right here. It has f2.0 aperture, and the front is an 8 megapixel shooter with an aperture of f2.4. So the camera has plenty of tricks. So the beauty mode is actually smart enough to be able to detect if the face is a male or a female, and it will beautify the face accordingly. There is another feature called Palm. So this right here, it's the Palm mode. If you enable the Palm mode, the subject, if the person were to start waving, it will detect the person's palm and it will automatically take the shot without you having to press the shutter button. And of course, the most important feature of the camera is it has face detection autofocus, or PDAF. So with the face detection, it's able to focus on an object very fast. It's not that fast here, probably because of the low light conditions, but it's supposed to have super fast focusing with the help of face detection. So there you have it. Thanks for watching our coverage of the Vivo X5 Pro launch. And as soon as we get our hands on the device, we're gonna do a full review, so stay tuned for that as well. So thanks for watching. This is Reuben Thum here, signing off for TechAttack.my.